Hi, I'm Carson Merriefield. I'm a fused glass artist. I live north of the city, about half an hour on Lake Superior. I work extensively with glass, mainly jewelry, art objects. Sometimes I paint with it, which is really fun and a new technique. Do dishes, so it's a really exciting medium to work with because it's very diversified. Glass, a lot of people think of stained glass when they think of working with glass, but this is fused glass. So how it's very, very different, because what you're doing is you're actually cooking glass in an oven, which we call a kiln. So this piece, for example, has multiple layers of glass. So what happens is all the glass that you work with has to be from the same family, has to be the same type of glass, and it's called fused. So you put all the layers together in the kiln and on top of each other, and then you heat it up to usually around 1465 degrees Fahrenheit. So at that level, all those little pieces become one. So when you touch it, it's all smooth, but when it was first made, it was about this thick and it was all chunky, all full of pieces. So they all melt together and then you get your finished object. I think it's really important for people to explore glass. I mean, like I said, a lot of times people think of stained glass, but the world of glass is so huge, and it's just fun to play with it and watch how it melts, how it behaves, how you can create something from really just chunks of glass. So I think it's an area that people need to explore more, because there's not a lot of people doing fused glass, and it's such a joyful area to work with, and it's so experimental. You can use such imagination with it because it's always changing. So it's fun. This piece is called Joyful, because one of the things I really love about working with glass, I think my favorite thing, is the use of color. So it's bright, it's cheerful. In my little eye, it's an eye looking at you, saying, "Hi, here I am," and just very happy. Glass is a really happy medium to work with because it takes on a life of its own. Like, you kind of plan what you want to do with it, but it just kind of runs away and does what it likes sometimes. So it's a very joyful, it's very fun. I have a lot of fun doing glass, so it's great. I think it makes you smile. I think sometimes just looking, like, it's again going outside, looking at all the colors of nature, especially this right now with the snow and the light hitting it. So to me, the yellows and the greens, it makes you smile. At least makes me smile. So I hope it makes you smile.